Hi, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is the second of 2 requests for Kingpin. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. Do have a Cash App as well. Links are down below in an info box, that I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. For those who sent them, thank you. I really do appreciate it. This is, like I said, the second of 2 from him, which is another comparison, another versus video. Alien versus Aliens versus Alien. Rubbernecker, rubber face, buff fucking in the face, Romulus. If only I could warp speed right through his fucking head. Those damn Romulans. Anyway, now between Alien and Aliens, there's always... They're both great movies. Alien, I think, is one of the best films of the 1970s. Aliens is literally my favorite film of all time. Great 1-2 punch by directors who are still in their heyday, are Ridley Scott and James Cameron. Both, there's similarities in them, but they still feel like their own films. One is more of a slower paced, almost like a haunted house movie, or you could even say like a slasher movie in space. Slow burn up until the face hugger, then the chest burster, picked off one by one. Definitely a more methodical pace. While the second film does take a bit to get to the aliens, but it feels much more free for all, much more goofing off, even more so. There's a little bit of that in the first, but even more so in the second. You have the fake out steer at the beginning with the chest burster. You have more jovial. I was trying to find the best way to put it. More jovial, back and forth talk with the Marines. You have the drop ship, all that stuff. But then it becomes much more of an action movie and a siege movie. And it's just going to be based on your preference, which you enjoy more. Do you enjoy more of the slow burn, barely seeing the alien, and the alien becomes much more exterior, imposing, because it's, you don't see it a lot. It is a much more methodical build. And for the most part, it's in one location, one spaceship. So that's why I said I have a little bit of haunted house feel. Or are you more of an action fan like me? And being as action is my favorite genre, Aliens is usually my preference. Now again, Alien, good cast. Sigourney Weaver, Tom Skerritt, Harry Dean Stanton, Yaphet Kotto. Wonderful score by Jerry Goldsmith. Excellent design of the ship. Ron Cobb, I think, worked on it. Who worked on Leviathan, many other films. H.R. Giger, his design is iconic. Give respect to Dan O'Bannon and Ronald Shusett, who had the original idea. Granted, it did get reworked, and it seemed like gave a bit more blue-collar vibe, thanks to Walter Hill and David Giler. I mean, I like some of the stuff they did later on, but I'll give respect that I do think they helped with the script. I think maybe more so than people want to say, because they want to respect Dan O'Bannon and Ronald Shusett, but they all contributed. And again, the design of the Xenomorph is fantastic. But Aliens, the reason I picked it is not just because of the action setting. While I do like the cast in Alien, the cast in Aliens draw me in even more. The fun, zany personality of Bill Paxton, the cool, laid back but badass Hicks, Michael Biehn. Then you got Jeanette Goldstein, you got Terry Hinn as Newt, you got Lance Henriksen as Bishop. And as much as I like the cast in the first one, the second cast sticks out to me even more in a good way. Where, okay, here's Bishop. Do we trust him or do we not trust him because of what happened with Ash in the first movie? Bill Paxton, even though in any other movie, he'd be the guy you want to die first. He'd be annoying. He's the guy who would... Hell, you would think maybe he would do the can't believe I forgot his name. The Paul Reiser bit of business. But no, he stood his ground and he killed some and he died, but he died like a badass. And became a very likable character. Michael Biehn, Cool Hand Luke, all to himself as Hicks. And Sigourney Weaver, while she's good in the first film, she's very good, I felt she had even more to do here. With get screwed over by the company, especially in the longer edition, realizing that her daughter has passed away, having PTSD, not being able to sleep. This revenge angle wiped them out. Not to bring back, not to study. And then how she slowly becomes this commanding presence for these characters. That even though she's the outsider for these Marines, she eventually takes charge of the situation. I felt she was even more comfortable in the role. She did a really good job in Alien, but she was even more comfortable in Aliens. I think that more assured nature is one of the many reasons that helped her get an Oscar nomination for Aliens for Best Performance. And while I do like the score for Jerry Goldsmith, I love the score for James Horner because, hell, it includes Bishop's Countdown, which to me is one of the best pieces of music in film history. Where it got used in so many movie trailers throughout the years. From Volcano to, like, so many trailers would use that piece of music. From Dusk Till Dawn used it. Like I said, Volcano, like so many. And like James Horner, he was under the gun and he did a wonderful job. I love the additional lore. I love the Queen, the Xenomorph stuff. I know in the director's cut, or which is not technically a director's cut because it really has said the theatrical cut is his director's cut. They just call it director's cut as a marketing tactic. The whole thing of having the people turn into eggs, I get the idea. And, you know, technically you could still have it both where you have people turn to eggs, but then once you get a queen, it just makes it easier to just have a queen lay the eggs instead, so the aliens should just grab and do whatever the fuck they want. But I prefer the queen method more. Just I love the look of the queen, I love the massive scope of the queen, especially with the fight, and it just has that, you know, that fight at the end, and so many memorable sequences in that, where the siege, where they're all coming into the room, the bit with Ripley and Newt dealing with the face huggers, when the Marines are first attacked, and like the Xenomorphs coming through and shoots it with a shotgun. There's so many great moments. Ripley letting her PTSD, pent up anger out. And then you have the also underlying current of a daughter getting a mother and a mother getting a daughter. And you have like two mothers battling it out. Like some of that deeper stuff, I don't think you have as much in the first one, but that's not a slight against it, because it's creating this world, which is a very, like, the first film is definitely much more of a horror film. To me, the second film is much more of an epic action film, and I love both, but again, action is my favorite genre, so I go more towards that. And again, the characters and all the stuff I mentioned. So it's definitely going to be impressed. Do you like more of a horror, slower, or do you like more of an action-based movie? Now again, it's 10 minutes in, I haven't talked about Romulus. Just ain't worth a fuck. It ain't worth a fuck, it'll never be worth a fuck. I don't care how many people give it praise. I know my friend Mike OCP likes the film. I know that people like the film. That's cool. Teach their own. We all have different opinions. You have to deal with it. What I mean by that is there's some people that get mad and upset, angry when I say something that they disagree with in terms of a movie or in terms of an opinion of a movie. And you just have to deal with it, including myself and everybody else. Just have to deal with it. Because we all have different tastes. We think in different ways. We see things in different interpretations. But I think Alien Romulus ain't worth a fuck. And hell, I would rather watch Alien Resurrection. As much as that film sucks, I'd rather watch that than Romulus. Because Resurrection, as bad as it is, still felt like tried to be more its own movie, as stupid as it was, than Romulus. Which hell, Romulus was ripping off Resurrection. Romulus is just a ripoff. And if I want to see a ripoff, I'll go watch Leviathan, The Terror, all these films that were called ripoffs that I found much more entertaining. Alien Romulus, you have limp dick, lame fuck characters that you don't give a fuck about. I don't give a shit about the lady. And ooh, you would get off planet. I'll get you off the planet. Suck my dick, you'll get off the planet. Only I'll knock you out and I'll throw you into the sun. You'll be off the planet. But then I won't have witnesses when you suck my dick. And I sploosh in your mouth. Then I knock you the fuck out. And then Andy, the android, I didn't mind some of his performance, but at the same time, a friend of mine, stuntman Mark, he mentioned how he always had this one look on his face, and now I can't get it out of my mind, was like, he always had this look on his face. So, and yeah, the way his character was written, I think it was a piss poor script, because I don't think that director knows how to write scripts. Did he write? I know he made Don't Breathe. That's the one with the turkey baster full of cum for your finale, which was stupid. Fucking dumb. Evil Dead Remake, which I thought sucked, in my opinion. And this, okay, he knows. You know what? It's like all the directors, everybody, they go to film school and all they gather is how to make good cinematography. That seems to be what it is nowadays with directors. They go to school, they study, and they only know how to make a good-looking film. If you think it's a good-looking film, I'll give it that. I don't think it's a bad-looking film, but that's like all they know what to do. Oh, this film, well, it's a good cinematography. Oh, well, it looks good. Well, is that some good lighting? It's good cinematography. What else do you fucking have, motherfuckers? Like A24 film, oh, is good looking. So, which hell, I don't think some of them were. Like Nosferatu, I didn't think was a good looking movie, honestly. There's this one shot with the shadow in the hand, but I didn't think the rest was that good looking. But anyway, back on track. I didn't give a crap about the plot. All it did was rip off every 5 to 10 minutes, it ripped something off from a previous Alien film. From the beginning, it ripped off the stinger of the Fox logo from Alien 3. Wait, really? Within 30 seconds, you ripped off something from Alien 3, which I think is the worst fucking one. Get away from her, you bitch. You ripped that off. Showing the girl how to use a pulse rifle like Hitch did to Ripley. You ripped that off. The xenomorph getting so close to a woman's face like Alien 3. You ripped that off. This whole part alien, part human, whatever the hell thing. You ripped that off. Not only from Resurrection, but then from Prometheus with the black oil shit. Like, how many fucking things are you going to rip off from the damn previous movies? It got so ridiculous. Andy, was that the android? He would rip off lines. He would, like, say the same lines Bishop said in Aliens. Like, why are you saying the same fucking lines that he said? Can't you create your own lines? Get away from her, you bitch. Like, what is going on? And then you have stupid Stupid decisions. It's one thing, like, okay, in the first Alien, yeah, I get it. They go across an egg that opens. Why are you putting your face near it? That's pretty dumb. I understand. Inquisitiveness. Man, letting it go because I actually like the film. How you want to put it. But then you have a guy who gets acid on him and he decides not to move. What happens when you put your hand on a hot stove? You immediately get away from it. This would be like I get my hand on a stove and I just... Oh, fuck. This is the equivalent of this guy. I'm just going to let acid... Maybe he kept thinking of the song Raindrops Keep Falling on My Fucking Head and he thought raindrops felt like acid. Or vice versa, man. I guess he just wanted to sit there and... I never thought I'd die to acid. Let's see how this goes. What in the hell? Fucking idiot. I think... Was that the guy that I couldn't understand what the hell he was saying? It might have been. Action-wise, there's barely any action in the film. And the stuff that is, it's either goofy, where they go to this thing, she gets a chest burster out of her in record time, like within 5 fucking minutes, which is not usually the case. Then, like, she shoots out, but then somehow the fucking thing comes back in. Like, how did it go out, but then it came right back in, this fucking thing. And... Or, oh, what about the 0G fight? What fight? It was barely a fight. All she did was stand there while it kind of moved on its own, like... Which I could watch the goddamn sentry gun scene in Aliens and the same fucking thing. Seriously. It being 0G didn't fucking matter. Like, seriously, what did 0G matter in that scene? It was aliens on one side. Just like in Aliens, the sentry guns, the aliens are on one side. And just like the sentry guns in Aliens. So what fucking difference? Like, it's one thing if it's 0G, oh shit, I gotta move over here, then I gotta move over here to position, and we're twirling around, and we pull away, and go apart, and oh, I gotta get over here, I hope the assay don't get me, hopefully I get through in the nick of time. It did nothing with that. Absolutely jack shit. So what the fuck is the big deal with that scene? Please educate me. Educate me. Or I should just say, educate me. With the way this movie thinks. Educate me, please. It didn't mean shit. The store? What store? The moments that try to rip off other films or whatever generic shit it had. Ash? That ugly, fugly, fucked up, FOMO-looking motherfucker. Oh, we promise, we came to Blu-ray. We promise we fixed it this time, guys. We promise it looks good this time. Blow it out your ass, movie. Stupid title, stupid movie, boring movie, overrated as fuck movie. Have no idea what people like about it. If you like it, teach their own, but I have no idea what the fuck people like about it. It's the same goddamn movie that's been done multiple fucking times. What new did it bring into it? The black gold was from Prometheus. The half human, half alien, that was in Prometheus and fucking Resurrection. Like, what did it do? What did it do? What would you do for a Klondike bar? What did it do? Except annoy the piss out of me and make money now with Alien Earth. Those are the alien bullshit. It's probably going to suck ass too. I'm tired of Predator films. I'm tired of Alien films. I wish they would never make one again. Because they can't do it right, apparently. Fuck. Let it go. So fuck Romulus. Oh, my damn soda fell. I was wondering what the hell fell. Damn soda fell right. Not soda, but water fell. Even it wants to leave this conversation. Alright. Well, other than that, I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching. Take care. Again, the versus battle. Alien and Aliens, both are great choices. I choose Aliens for the reasons I mentioned. And Romulus can still suck a dick. Fuck Romulus. Later.